Hi, this is Joel Adams of the Nature Conservancy, here to take you through a tour of our forest block analysis for the southern Blue Ridge ecoregion. What we've learned will help us work together to meet human needs and to keep the natural heritage of this ecoregion in its globally significant condition. An ecoregion is a geographic area with unique groupings of plants, animals, and natural systems. The Nature Conservancy has identified ecoregions throughout the United States and the world. The southern Blue Ridge is one of the most biologically diverse ecoregions. It's home to a wide range of species and some of the largest temperate forests in the East. Why do southern Blue Ridge forests matter? They're critical to protecting drinking water for millions of people in the Southeast. Here you see the Chattahoochee River flowing towards Atlanta and the Catawba River towards Charlotte. The forests are also an economic driver, attracting millions of visitors annually and supplying forest products. Much of the vast forest that once characterized the region has become fragmented by towns, farms, roads, and other development. The remaining large forest blocks, however, still support healthy populations of plants and animals that make the southern Blue Ridge unique. We don't always recognize the importance of disturbances in a forest because time periods that matter in nature stretch beyond our lifetimes. But over centuries, forests are hit repeatedly by winds, ice storms, tornadoes, fires, and disease. Let's descend together into a watershed to look at how forest disturbances occur over centuries. Some disturbances are more severe than others. Some overlap each other. Some occur with greater frequency in specific areas. Fire, for example, on dry ridges. Others, such as tornadoes, appear less frequently. This creates various conditions for animals with different needs. Forests recover over time, and as long as blocks of forest are big enough, these processes can happen while leaving enough habitat to meet the needs of different animals. Our analysis found that some forest blocks are similar to each other, and some are quite distinctive from each other. We found three main factors that greatly influence what will grow and thrive in any given place. The first factor is the form that the land takes. For instance, is it a cliff, summit, ridge, or valley? From what direction does the sun hit it? Second is the kind of rock underlying the forest. Third is the elevation, high, medium, or low. We combined these three factors for each quarter-acre section within a forest block and compared various combinations as shown here. Forest blocks with similar mixtures fall in the same group and appear as the same color, while differences show as a kaleidoscope of color. Here's Mountains Program Director David Ray with a musical metaphor. We love our music here in the southern Blue Ridge.
We can think of the forest blocks like a big music festival. Lots of stages, lots of performers, and you'll get very different performances depending on the stage from the same performer. Our forest blocks are like the stages, plants and animals are like the performers. We know changes are going to come, but if we preserve each of the different kinds of stages, then we believe we'll preserve a wide range of biodiversity.
The Nature Conservancy believes that saving the stage is necessary to ensure the long-term health of our natural heritage. Ideally, a portfolio of conserved and healthy forest blocks will preserve a range of stages for performers while taking into account forest disturbances. Let's take a closer look at a couple of highest priority forest blocks chosen by local experts. Flying low over the escarpment where mountains fall into the Piedmont, we arrive at Caesars Head, South Carolina, famous for views from its sheer cliffs and for its natural heritage. From here, we look directly into a mostly roadless 52,000-acre forest block bound on three sides by highways. Over half of this forest block is conserved. Yellow areas are secure against conversion to non-forest uses but allow for multiple uses. Light green shows protected areas primarily maintained in a natural state. Areas shown in dark green are protected and managed for biodiversity. The large base of conservation lands in this forest block offers an opportunity to partner with public agencies and conservation easement landowners to encourage place-specific management goals and practices for forest health and biodiversity. Large private parcels of important forested lands in this block could be converted to other uses. Another important strategy in securing the future of this forest block is to work with willing landowners to acquire these tracts for conservation. We cruise to Wiseman's View in the west rim of Linville Gorge. This forest block contains one of the most fire-influenced forests in the southern Blue Ridge. The forest block is bound by state and local highways in Lake James. It is over 72,000 acres in size and almost 90% forested.
So what we're looking for with the forest blocks is a core area that's managed so that it allows or mimics natural processes, surrounded by a buffer area that may include working lands that protects that core area.
Since the 11,000-acre Linville Gorge Wilderness Area forms a core area surrounded by 37,000 acres of additional Forest Service buffer area, this forest block appears to fit the core buffer concept. Nevertheless, its wilderness status presents challenges. Safely restoring much-needed fire and controlling invasive plants are complicated, not only by steep terrain, but also by wilderness area regulations. This situation offers a strategy of partnering with the Forest Service and other stakeholders to ensure the long-term future of the gorge's rich natural heritage. Our Southern Blue Ridge Forest Block analysis creates a solid foundation for work that will realize a vision of large-scale forest conservation here and throughout the Appalachian Mountains. In the future, we will continue to use state-of-the-art analyses to determine strategies for connecting these blocks. Working with our partners and the public, conserving one of the world's most resilient and biodiverse forests will become a reality.